Hello. Why is there a pop-up blocking my face? There we go. I didn't even realize it started because the thing that normally pops up goes away right when I go live. But anyways, this time I took a little extra time because the Amazon guy decided to come right when I was about to hit start stream, and then the dog alarm was going off, aka Miss Barks a lot. But anyways, hello, welcome. How are you all doing? We got 19 votes in the poll. Let's see. And 90% of you are wrong. I'm just going to decide officially now, there will not be a video on Friday. I decided to I decided to work on like 3 or 4 different pretty large videos at the same time. And even though I was like 2 videos ahead for a while, yeah, I couldn't work fast enough. So there will not be a video this week, and next week's video will, if things go right, will probably be a quick and easy video as well. So there probably won't be like a real substantial video for a couple weeks. Apologies, but I've got big things for the summer and the rest of the year. So, odd question: do you advertise your page with your modded consoles, or are the visitors organic? I don't spend any money in advertising, if that answers your question. These streams are my advertising, and then I'll post stuff to Instagram and sometimes Twitter. So yeah, technically I think that qualifies as organic. I don't pay a dime in advertising. So yeah. As always, I'm gonna end the poll since people are still answering incorrectly. But as always, if you want me to say your name, say hello to you, then you can type in the chat right now. I'm gonna go over what we have in stock, and I'll also show you what we're doing today. We are doing a GameCube mod. I don't know why that was hard for me to figure out what we're doing. It's sitting right in front of me. Anyways, we're modding this GameCube. It is all clear, all around. It is very nice. And this black GameCube has seen better days. So we're gonna swap the shell, we're gonna mod it, and yeah, I think I've learned from my mistakes of the past, and I think this will go 100% smoothly this time. So yeah, let's I'll make room real quick and we'll show off what we got in stock. Oh, I've got some. Hold up, let me clean this mat up a little bit. Got some flux. Got whatever this is. It looks like a mini staple. Oh, I know what that is. It's a piece of this micro SD card slot. I'll talk about that in a bit. That's part of why there's no video. No video this week. But anyways, I believe these two actually sold today. Have sold. Let me check real quick, because I believe these just sold. Yes, both of these are sold. So thank you to TJ and Gilberto. But and what was the one that Danny bought? Squirtle one. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right there. We've got I'm mixed up today. We've got the clear green, the Lapras, atomic purple, pink, Charizard, clear red, wood, and Venusaur. Can I do like maybe like that, and then this one doesn't really matter if it's cut off. I guess it's not cut off. That's what we got in stock. Then we're gonna make a GameCube today. If you want any and all of this, link in the description, retroremastered.com. All right. I'm assuming that this is probably going to be a quieter stream today because I just totally spaced setting the stream up last night, and I didn't do it till 11:15ish. So the modded GameCube will be for sale. I don't do it until after it's modded. So if I accidentally break it, I don't want to have the person who just bought it watch it break live, you know what I'm saying? Am I on? Is it autofocus or is it manual focus? I don't know, it's not wanting to change focus. That didn't want to come out. Alright. Oh, it's a lot of the same people in here, but Dylan, Indy, Bloonzer, DJ Waffles, and Eldred Jonas. Welcome. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hey man, really enjoying your content. I modded my first Game Boy Advance SPs and they came out awesome. Learned to solder for it too, adding the OSD menu. Nice. Nice. Do you think there's a market for homebrewed 3DSs? I think there is. I think that the market is very saturated right now, especially with the closure of all that stuff. People are doing it left and right, but it's also really it's not hard to do. It's really not. It used to be a little. What am I doing? It used to be kind of hard, but it's really not that hard. If you have a computer, it'll just take maybe an hour. And I take it from someone who sucks at software mods. I don't know why I have that rotated. Sorry I'm late. I'm always late, dude. Don't worry about it. How you doing, Lorenzo? 224? Yeah. That too much for you? I already took a screw out of there. It's 1224. I didn't know. All right. This is getting the Pico Boot treatment. It's getting the Pico Boot treatment. It's getting the battery replacement treatment. It's getting the thermal pad replacement treatment. It's getting a shell swap treatment. It's getting all the treatments. Getting it all. Okay, now we can swap to Phillips. Yes, okay. I'm just used to when people talk about price, I'm just used to people immediately following it with that's too expensive. So I was in defense mode. I apologize. I'm gonna put it in the magnet spot. If you're wondering what these other sets of screws are, which I gotta be careful not to use them, those are for a PS1. That I am, if you're in the Discord, you might have seen it, because I am kind of asking for help. I've got something I'm gonna try now, but I've been struggling with XStation. I tried to install that yesterday. The first attempt was not really an attempt because I had the wrong model of PlayStation. Because apparently it doesn't just work with all of them. And then I bought one. I fully cleaned it, and then I thought I did a pretty good job except for one spot, but then I fixed that one spot and it still doesn't work. And I've tried a bajillion different things, and the troubleshooting on the GitHub is awful. Like, it's so bad. There's LEDs on the X Station, and no one, as far as I can see, I feel like I've read every single word on that GitHub page, no one tells me what the LEDs mean. And I would like to know what the LEDs mean, but I found a troubleshooting video from, I believe, Long Island Retro Gaming, and they were going over their troubleshooting methods, and I think I just have a bad micro SD card slot on my X Station, and because apparently that's a common issue. So I ordered 10 replacements, but today I'm going to I removed it before stream, but I am going to solder in a one of the SD to micro SD card adapters. I'm just gonna hand solder it. There's only like 8 wires. It's not a big deal. Just to make sure that's the issue. And if it is, I'm gonna be so upset because I spent so much time last night taking it apart and putting it back together. But yeah, that's my rant for right now. Let's see what other people are talking about, because chat is pretty heavy today. There are also people who don't want to risk it themselves. There's really no risk to 3DS stuff now, unless you're talking about GameCube. But there's really no risk to 3DS modding anymore. So I know, then it would be funny if I eat my words later on, which I will, but I will never be selling a modded 3DS unless it's a hardware mod. That'd be the only reason why I do it. But I've messed with 3DSs and 2DSs. They're not fun to work on. So even if there is hardware mods, I don't know if I actually want to mess with them. So Game Boys are nice and simple. I will eventually be doing a 3DS capture mod. I need to flip this around. And we need a smaller bit. That'll do. Hey Jake, I'm planning on installing PicoBoot to my GameCube. I have basically no experience soldering and I'm a little nervous I might mess something up. Any tips for a first timer like me? I would practice on something a little easier first. It's really not that bad. It is a little tough at one point when you're soldering to the GameCube, just because there's a lot of pins and it's tight in that area. And you have to bridge one of those wires, and that can be a pain. But tips, like I say a lot in my videos, put the iron down onto the spot you're going to put solder, then push the solder into it, hold it for a second, and then lift up. That is like the best advice I can give for soldering to start. And obviously, put flux down. Use flux. People think it's a crutch. It's not. It's a tool. It's like when you have like a hex bit, something you need to use a wrench for, but then you're like, nah, I've got pliers. I can do it with pliers. I wouldn't need a wrench. That's just going to hold me back. If that makes sense. Flux is awesome. It's amazing. I love it. Hey VGR, I totally forgot to message you. I'm not gonna do your thing to this one. I keep forgetting that the one that broke for the sensor, I swapped it from one of my other for parts boards. So the ones that need the new sensors are not operational at the time. So I need to fix those first. I will let you know when I do it. Well, at least in here, I'll let you know. I will try to let you know. Okay. Loopy's working on mine now. Nice. 3DS or DS? I'm assuming 3DS. Okay. Should new people wear those static wrist straps things when doing this? Unless you're going to like do the whole carpet thing where you drag your socks across the carpet really fast and build up a bunch of static, or you have your finger sticking in the outlet. I don't think that the wrist straps are really necessary. I've never once worn one for modding stuff. Wow, that's tight. But that being said, I did wear one when I built my PC because that was really expensive and my first time doing anything like that. But I don't think it's necessary. Yes, there is a risk, but unless you're like known to be full of static, I don't think it's an issue. The GameCube does have component. It's this port right here. Only on the 001 models, the early models. But the component cables are not cheap. This is sharp, by the way, on the edges. This is fine. Sides are fine. These corners, though, brutal. Okay. Yeah, I would practice with something else before jumping into Pico Boot. I usually recommend doing a macro mod just because DS lights are cheap, and if you break it, oh well. If you don't break it, then you have a arguably more comfortable DS. Wow, this one just does not want to come off. There we go. Oh, wow. I split that thermal pad in two. That's going to be fun to clean up. We're just going to keep on trucking because we got to tear this whole thing down. This one's not too dusty on the inside, which is nice. The last one was really dusty. I'm behind in chat. Hold up here. I always use super thin wire. I use 30 gauge. 30 gauge? I really don't know how the gauge stuff works. I think it's like backwards, the smaller number is thicker kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird. I still want to do a stream where I do a solder practice kit and then I can give my advice. I'm not the best solderer in the world. There are definitely people who are better than me out there. But I still feel like I have some tips that I can give to people that a lot of other people just don't think about. I don't know. Uh-oh. But I want to, like, if I'm going to do it, I have to say what kit I'm doing, like, at least a month in advance and plan out when I'm doing this live stream. And I'd probably do it as a video replacement. Like, I can't just come out and say, oh, okay, since I don't have a video this Friday, I'm going to do a live stream where you can follow along, and because no one's going to have it. Maybe a few people might, but most likely no one will. I don't know why I took that out. Cannot forget to put these in this time. Ouch. Dude, these things are so tough. Okay. Completely torn down. I believe. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say I believe this is just the extra back piece. If you get one of these, no matter what model GameCube you have, it'll come with the right back. So, I have a bunch of the 101 backs now. Put the top down there for now. Actually, take that back. You also have to take this out and slide it into your new one. You gotta figure out which side it is for. There we go. Now we can press forward. Eventually I'll figure it out. There we go. I don't know why. I don't need that in yet. There. No, that was right. There we go. Okay. Oh, you're getting both. Did you find out about Loopy because of my video, or you just wanted to do it for a while? That is really tight. No, I am not an engineer, tech, or anything like that. I am just an enthusiast. I just like this stuff. I have a lot of practice now. I don't think top screen requires soldering on the DS Lite. I don't think it requires soldering on anything. It shouldn't. It's been a long time since I actually replaced the top screen on anything. No, this will enhance. Really, actually, yeah. No, I'd say this enhances the Game Boy player, because the Game Boy player wait, no, I want this. The Game Boy player requires the disc, right? You don't need the disc, because we're all using our backups, our legit backups, right? Is this? Yeah, that's the correct way. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't interfere with it, no. I have, well, technically I don't use Pico Boot in my personal one, but it doesn't interfere with it. It's good. How long ago did I make that? And they bought a tip. Thank you. I still keep forgetting to, what's it called? Reset those notifications. I'm gonna set this. Ready for this? Going in the menus. Manual focus. LTTstore.com. Okay. Yeah, like Static Shocks. You need to solder the speakers on the top screen. Well, I mean, I guess. I'm used to replacing screens that have all the components already on it. But maybe it's just because back when I was actually doing that, I had a bunch of original screen stock. Because I was doing macros, and then I would replace the top screens on like the quality stuff, special editions and such. Okay. We can slap this down. Put that in place. And then I'm actually going to replace these real quick. Oh, another tip for beginners. Don't trim your fingernails before you do your mods. I forgot. For a couple months now, I've been regularly trimming my fingernails every Thursday, or even sometimes Wednesday after stream, so that they're long enough for modding on Mondays and Wednesdays, but then they don't get too long that they look gnarly. And then I accidentally just forgot last week, and if you noticed on Monday, I had some pretty long fingernails, and I cut them. And I was like, yeah, I probably don't need long fingernails for modding GameCubes. You don't need it, but it's helpful. Have you ever replaced a PS1 LCD screen? I have never even seen one in person. I would like one. If I were to do one, I'd want to keep it. I don't have time to fix other people's stuff. Yum Yum Game. What would 8 take to put all Switch games on? What would it take to put all the Switch games on the Switch? Like in gigabytes? I don't know. A lot. There's so many games for the Switch now. Unless you're just wanting to know how to mod it. Nintendo kind of goes after people who tell or teach others how to mod Switches, so won't be doing that. But I appreciate the tip. I'm gonna say it's got to be at least a couple terabytes for the Switch games, even though Switch games are pretty small. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was so delayed. That scared me a little bit. Is the Switch considered the DS back in the days? Huh? I'm confused. Like, is it comparative to the DS back in the DS's time? I don't know. I've never soldered anything. I have a bunch of cubes and I'd like to mod one. Is it a good place to start soldering, or should I try on something else? I'm guessing you just got in here. But no, I would not say it's a good first soldering job. I don't think it's too hard. You can judge for yourself here because I'm about to do the soldering. But I don't think it is a great job for beginners. I'm also going to take this apart now. So we're going to do a bunch of soldering. So might as well get the battery done while we're here. Yeah, I talked a little bit more in depth about what you just asked at the beginning. But to sum it up, no, I don't think it's a great beginner one. It's not too hard, but it's a little tough around this area down here. We'll show that off in a bit. But I recommend starting with the DS Lite. If you can do a macro mod, then you can do all of the Game Boy mods, no problem, and you could probably manage to do this. But generally, if it's soldering and it's a home console, it's probably going to be tougher than any of the Game Boy mods. But I would also say any Game Boy mod is pretty much fine for beginners. The only one I'd be hesitant on is the SP because it's tight and hinges and stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Practice kits are also good. If you can do a practice kit, you can probably do... I don't want to say you can do anything, but you can do a lot. Desoldering is the hardest part. It's like something like an X station. Whew. I think I did all that right, but because I'm pretty sure my SD card reader is bad, I don't really know for sure if I did it right. I don't know why I'm putting in the battery now. I'm going to do that after I solder. Okay. Let's actually do something. Starting with zooming in here. Is this properly focused? Alright. Game Boy macro mod next Monday. I probably won't. I would like to do it off camera on Saturday, if I'm being honest. Just because things have been selling like crazy, so I want to do the more popular mods on camera. But I don't know. I'm probably going to make a bunch of Game Boys on Saturday. Maybe even, I would say tomorrow. Maybe later today I'll make more. But, yeah, I want to keep up with demand. So, because that is the biggest money maker. I guess it depends. I don't want to go too deep in the finances. Which brings something else up. Use code Jake to save some money at Retro Game Repair Shop, Retro Modding, Zed Labs, Extreme Rate, Hex Gaming, that other place that has the GameCube Joy-Cons that I do not remember their company name. I apologize. Which also, I don't know if I've talked about that. I have not stopped using the GameCube Joy-Cons. I genuinely love those things. All I've been really playing on my Switch is Pikmin in general, Pikmin 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm going to be using them for 4. So, if you love the GameCube and you're not like just wanting it for Smash, grab it. Grab it now. Yeah, I guess I should ask my audience what they want to see. Guess you're right, Dad. What do you guys want to see? Is there any videos that you're interested in? I typically just do things that I want to watch, that I want to do, that I think are worth posting. But sometimes I do other things. Am I putting? Yeah, I'm putting that in. Why is this not cooperating? One side goes in, the other side comes out. A DMG backlight mod, like one I just did a couple months ago, like a month ago, 2 months ago. How long has it been? I did the backlight and bivert mod for the DMG. I'm trying to do it for the Pocket, but the Pocket screen sucks so bad that I keep breaking it. Or it's already broken and I don't realize it, and I do the entire mod, and then, oh, there's lines on the screen and I can't fix it. Okay, we're just gonna solder one end of this so it's stuck there, and then I'll push in the other side and solder it down. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Another DMG. My man's almost at 4. Do I have the expansion pass? Are you talking about Nintendo Switch Online? Because if so, yes, I have the higher tier of NSO. Okay. Gonna load a bunch of solder on my tip here. I'm gonna... Where'd my flux go? Put some flux down there. Cool. That's in there supposedly. Make that solder flow a little bit nicer. There we go. Yep, that's in there. Cool. All right. Should I change the LED on this while we're here? What color should I change the LED to, or should I leave it the same? I've got white, red, blue, green, and yellow, but it really looks kind of orange, so it'd be pretty much the same as leaving it. So, red, blue, green, white, or leave it. Let me know what you guys think. Okay. Now we can do the rest of it. I'll put the battery in a bit. It's still warm right now. I don't want to put the battery in while it's hot. Okay. Where's the mod kit? You're never late, Danny. I don't think anyone can be late. But you're just in time for the good stuff. I don't think anyone can be late when I'm always late, is what I was starting to say. Just that. Leave that for later. Actually, I'll leave that for now. I was gonna put this in the bottom, but it's not secured, so I don't want to do that yet. So much stuff. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the wait, I should have it in my photos. Uno momento. How far back in my photos is it? I don't think I deleted it. Guess I did. Okay. I have to look through my own channel. Oh, it shows the members only videos. I still haven't taken the Miu Mini video down. If you want to see the original cut of the Miu Mini video, you can join the mod squad.
Do I really need to make a good hook? Down.
No, I don't really need to make a good hook.
Heat shrink it through the whole third pin.
I don't need to hear my voice either. I still don't like hearing my own voice. Nope. But I want both shots up, please. Thank you. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. So, in my video... Hey, Mikey. Ironically, watching the video where I'm working on your GameCube. But... in my video, I redid the colors of the charts, the not graphs, they're not graphs, the infographics, I don't know what to call them, the little tutorial picture things, I matched them to the colors of these wires that they include from the AliExpress listing. So, if you need that little extra help, check my video out for the written tutorial or the whole tutorial, either way. Okay, what are we starting with? GP4, which is, yep, 4 on this side. We need to do 4, 5, ground, 6, and 7. So just that whole line there. The ground, you can use any ground pin on here, as far as I'm aware. So, I'm just going to use the ground that's in line with everything else. So that way I only have the 3-volt line on the other side. Oops, that almost did too much. Okay, we'll start with yellow. Yellow is the one that we have to bridge across 6 and 7. Cool. Then ground is next, so that's going to be black. Oh, I didn't put solder on 5. I thought I didn't put enough solder down. And bluish purple. And then we can put some solder down for 4. For green. Ooh. And that was super simple. And where's the 3-volt line? It's over here. There we go. That's the soldering for the Pico board done. So now, move this over here. I guess I didn't have the Pico board in focus. Oh well. That's alright. I'm going to clean my tip. Because since we're going to be in... Wait, was I not... I wasn't even zoomed in all the way. I apologize. I'm out of... liquid enhancements. I don't know what you're talking about, Mikey. Sometimes watching the tutorial helps. There have been multiple times where I watch my own tutorials. I would love to see Mario baseball games make a comeback. Yeah, the Wii one I like. My dad doesn't like it because I always beat him in it. But the only time he would really thwack me is when Toadsworth was on the mound, because Toadsworth's pitch is so unfair. But I feel like that went both ways for whoever had Toadsworth was gonna win. I never got his pitch down. Okay. So the third pin on the top here is gonna be our green, and then the second pin on the bottom there is gonna be our yellow. Our yeller feller. So I'm gonna take my tweezers. I'm gonna trim. This is just too long. Dude. I might be losing my mind a little bit. There we go. It's just not much room there. Hopefully that's just the hard one. This is another one where I need to trim it down a little bit. It's too long. I am realizing this is very cut off. I apologize. You can still see the green one there. Glad I noticed now. There we go. All right. Now, what's next? Yeah, let me... A fume sucker that looks like Kirby would be fun. I saw that one. It looks cool. I would like it. My hands get pretty shaky too. Just depends. Depends on the day. But like last stream I was pretty shaky, but I think I was also just like amped up because I was speed running. When will my next video come out? Probably next Friday, but for sure 2 Fridays from now. Just I don't want to rush anything. I don't really have a problem. I don't have that problem, but the problem I have is getting too close to the tip with my finger when soldering. Yeah, some people will just like put their finger right there when they're soldering, and I don't know how they can have the nuts to do that. No. That's why I use my tweezers. But I do not have a fan for the smoke. I'm in a very big room. Excuse me. I will list off some of my games while I finish the soldering here. Let's put some flux down on this pin here, this pin here, and these 2 pins there. Because we're going to solder the purple wire to the 2nd pin from the left on the bottom row. Yeah. I need that to be like a sharp angle. And it worked. Some of my favorite games of all time. Actually made a tweet about this recently. So there's a trend going on. Top 6 games in no particular order. God of War 3 quickly became one of my favorite games of all time. Pikmin 1. I only started playing about a month ago. Man, I love that game. I want to go back and play the first one so bad. I probably will after I'm done with Pikmin 4. Super Mario Strikers. Probably the game I'm best at. So, gotta put it up there. Super Monkey Ball. Fantastic game. Wii Sports is always a classic, but like right now, I could still go back and if Pikmin wasn't taking over my life right now, I would be playing a lot of Nintendo Switch Sports because golf is just so good on Nintendo Switch Sports. Going back and playing it on the Wii, oh my gosh, it is so much better than the Wii. Come on. This is the hard one. Because you have to bridge these 2 pins. And it is awful. Okay. I gotta redo this. I recommend putting your soldering iron down while wire stripping. For this, it definitely helps to do the whole wire braid spin technique. I can't really, where I just do this, make all of the wires get tangled up in each other. That way they won't fray as bad. But it still happens, as you can see. You can also add solder to the wire. then sometimes it's just not gonna go right. Like that. This is just a mess. I hate soldering that wire in particular because something like this almost always happens. I'm turning up my soldering iron temperature. We have to wait a while, so I'll read chat. I wonder if Dad typed that because it says it's from my mom's account, and they refer to themselves as "your mom is good," unless she's just talking about herself in the. Is it the second person? I don't know. But yes, my mom is extremely good at specifically level 8 beginner of Super Monkey Ball. Alright, we're at 350. My tutorial goes over... My macro in-depth tutorial goes over the light bar and how to do it. I should have just left it alone. Okay.
I'd like to say welcome, 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 welcome.
Welcome, Wither, to the Mod Squad. I feel like that's a new name. Welcome. At the moment, I don't have any bonus content. I mean, you can go back and watch the backlog of bonus content, but I don't have any early videos on there. If you want to watch the original cut of the Miyu Mini video that I just dropped, you can watch that. It's not that exciting though. But I think we're finally done with soldering. My goodness, that was a struggle, but we're here. We made it. I'm going to get the rest of my ProTech toolkit out. Drop that. And I'm going to use the little guitar picks. Actually, I should try using these as guitar picks. I feel like these wouldn't be bad guitar picks. They're a lot bigger. But we're gonna use that to scrape this up because man, do I hate getting thermal paste on or underneath my fingertips. It's awful. Don't even really like touching it, if I'm being completely honest. It is messy and not fun. Put that over there for a second. Sometimes they peel up real nice. You don't have to worry about it being a goopy mess. Like that wasn't too bad. Some people would be like, how dare you do this? Look at all the scratches you're putting in this heat sink. It's fine. The GameCube does not get that hot. Just don't use something like super sharp. Now, I have significantly less on my fingertips. And I can wipe the rest off with isopropyl alcohol and paper towel. Mother of pearl. Remember how I said earlier that the corners of the heatsink are really sharp? Just pinched myself on one of the corners of it. And yes, I said mother of pearl like a SpongeBob character. Gosh, that hurt. I'm surprised I'm not bleeding. Doing good, smart Jack. How are you? I mean, I'm doing as good as I can after freaking pinching that. And also being 0 for 2 on my mods yesterday. But pretty good. I'm fine. I'm going to see Barbie and Oppenheimer tomorrow. Double feature. I'm excited. Anybody else doing a double feature? Barbenheimer? Me and my best friend got Regal Movies Unlimited. It's one of the nice Regal theaters in Salem. So, we only have to pay 50 cents a ticket, which is so dumb because it's the convenience fee. I think if we showed up there and bought it, then it would be free because the convenience fee is for buying it online because it's more convenient. That's such crap. It's more convenient for Regal too. They don't have to pay anyone to sell you the ticket. They save money and they make more because they charge you that. Anyways, let's not get into that. My Gosling fan, I couldn't tell you a ton of the movies he's been in besides like the ultra obvious famous ones like La La Land, right? Now I'm already questioning if he's in La La Land. I haven't seen it. I should probably watch that. I'm not one of those guys that's like, I would never watch a rom-com or something that looks like it's for girls. I just like good movies. Plus, rom-coms are cool. Depends on the movie. Like the Proposal. I think that's the one with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. That was good. I honestly haven't seen too many rom-coms now that I think about it. But how does the plastic even scratch up that metal? I have no idea. It's a great question. Yeah, you won't be able to see the scratches, but technically, if something is too scratched up, the thermal paste is gonna be harder for it to touch down in all the areas. But really, that's only something you need to worry about if you're doing something that's like that gets really hot. Any modern technology, yeah, it's a bigger deal. But like this, when this is the entire cooling system, that and the heat sink, I don't think it's that big of a deal. The GameCube doesn't overheat. It stays like 42 degrees Celsius is like the max I've seen it. I also don't know what the demanding games are for the GameCube, so. But every time I'm in the menus of Swiss, it is always like 38 degrees Celsius. After playing for a little bit, I've seen it at like 42. I'm going to take this convenient strip of Kapton tape here, probably left over from my PS1 adventures yesterday. I'm going to cover that up just because this heatsink, the reason why we take... Oh, you didn't even see that. I guess I can zoom out now. The reason why we take the heatsink off in the first place really isn't to change the thermal pads, even though they are included. It's because this chip is covered up by these wires, or by this heatsink, so I can't get the wires to solder down, it's covered up. And I don't care if you see the back of my head right now. I want to line this up perfectly the first try. Flashbang. And I should have started with the corners. Oh well. You really want to put an even amount of pressure along the this when you're screwing it down, because you don't want to accidentally screw it down too far on one side, and then when you screw the rest of it down, you could actually break the chips. So typically what I recommend doing is go opposite corners, but don't screw any of them down all the way, and then do the middle too, and then come back, and you can tighten them up. Never do it too tightly. Never do it too tightly. Because even if you do have an even amount of pressure, if there's too much pressure, you're gonna break something. So just be careful. Last thing we're gonna do before we button this up is I'm gonna clean up that flux, because there's a lot of burnt flux over here. And when there's too much going on there that it's hard to see, it's not great, because I want to make sure that I didn't bridge anything. Everything is properly soldered. Actually, I want to double check to make sure. Hey, I want to double check to make sure I soldered to those points correctly. Second one in, yep, and the technically third one in. This is technically 2, so yep, should be good. Nothing looks bridged except for what needs to be. We're good. So we can zoom out even more. Too much. We're going to slide this over here. The reason why we have this is because we want to protect our wires when we chomp this down. This is what we want, because we're going to drop this down like that, and this piece over here is going to be putting a lot of pressure on the wires, so we don't want that. Okay, and let's just get to it. Nope, that's the wrong way. And that has been my problem as of late. I've been screwing these screws down too tightly around the wires. My goodness. It's fine to do it all the way down over here, but you don't want to screw down these couple over here too tightly, because then even with the heat shrink, it's not going to protect the wires enough, and that's what my problem has been with the past couple. Go in the hole. There we go. Have you seen? I have not seen Drive. I've actually got some really cool videos that I'm working on that I don't want to talk about. I even have, so this is gonna hurt my mom, but I have some videos that I haven't told anyone about. And now my mom's gonna want to know, because if you tell my mom that you have something that she can't know, she's going to pester you about it until she knows. But it's one of those things that it's like, it's so cool that I just want to come out and show it, and that, like, the shock on everyone's face when I show off what I've been working on. I want that. I don't know if I'll put it in the video, like record my family members seeing it kind of thing, but yeah. Also, if I don't talk about it, if I don't tell people I'm doing it, and I end up giving up on the project, then it doesn't matter. I didn't fail. But it's something that honestly might not even come out this year. It's going to take a long time. But then I've got other stuff that not everybody, my friends and family know about already, kind of thing. Coolest things that I've got going on that I can talk about, because I've already talked about them. Ultimate PS1 build with the whole X Station, if I can get that to actually work. What do I talk? If I can get the Game Boy Pocket Bivert to work, that'll be coming up soon. Oh, Common Issues SP should be one of the next videos coming up, so look out for that. That's been the reason why. That's probably the main reason why there's no video this week, is because that is a monster undertaking, and I still don't know officially. I have what I have edited down, but I don't know how I'm going to work out a lot of the kinks in the video. So is there a difference between thermal pads and thermal paste? I'm not the guy to ask about that, but for GameCube, it's always been thermal pads, so I think that's just what people replace them with. I don't think there'd be an issue if you use thermal paste, but I don't know. I just use what is given to me. Oh, I also have another big project that is probably one of my most technologically advanced videos coming up. That I'm waiting on some parts for, that my family does know about. A lot of people know about this one. And that I am hoping to have out in honestly soon, but it probably will be one of those things that's pushed to December. We shall see. Okay, I think all of the screws that I need to put in are in. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Haha. No. LCT screwdriver is amazing, and I'm about to use it even more. Who wants to watch me unscrew all of these? Speed run. My freaking forearm is going to burn by the end of this stream. Plug your fan in. Just leave your fan plugged in. There's no need to have it unplugged. Dang it, this was supposed to be a smooth build. And it was so close. And it's not like I could just omit the fan for the time being. Like, that's also the power button. Man. And I can't even do the shorting the 2 pins trick because I can't access the power supply. At least that part that I could anyways. Yeah, it wouldn't even turn on. That's also where you plug it into the wall. Only complaint about the LTT screwdriver is two complaints. One, just don't get the black shaft because it's all scratched up. Can I? There, you can kind of see it. It's all scratched up. But the real complaint is when I bought the extra bits. This is already full. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but it is. And so, where do I store the extra bits? Because the cardboard box that the bits come in are not great for storing stuff. So I don't really know where to store it all. Wait, do I actually have to? Dang it, dude. I thought I could go without unscrewing this. I don't have to take the heatsink off, but I still gotta unscrew it. That is one nice thing about the other mod, the not Pico Boot mod. Is I don't have to tear it down this much. I still gotta take those two out too. All right. That's probably worse than forgetting these things like last time. Man. Now that we have that back in. Let's not forget those screws. The Wii U is probably much easier to get all the games considering that the Wii U sold way less consoles than the Switch. There's still a lot of Wii U games, but yeah, it's probably an easier one. Nope, still not yet. I'll do it the correct way this time. And I just dropped the screw. I think that's probably just in all the way. Good luck with the complete cube. Only way I'm gonna complete console library is through not legal ways. So I won't be doing that if any officers are watching. Okay. While we're here, let's just put these in. Cube's great. Cannot agree more. I don't care to... Why don't you want to screw in? There we go. I don't care to complete really any game libraries just because there's so much shovelware on every system. Like there's some shovelware out there that is expensive, and it's like I don't want to pay a bunch of money for a bad game. Okay. Now we should be back to screwing everything back in. Everybody enjoying themselves today? "41 people in here watching me put Phillips screws in. Nice. I appreciate it. If you like this stream for some reason, you can hit that like button. It's been a good stream up until this point. Maybe you guys just like the sound of the ratchet. I don't know. Like seeing how cool I look when I screw this stuff down. I'm sure I look super awesome. I've got Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Crazy Taxi. That's all you need, dude. I love Crazy Taxi. That's actually what we're gonna test with this time instead of Mario Strikers. Fat Cat, thank you. Welcome. I think fat cats are some of the funniest things on this planet. Like, nothing will catch you more off guard than a video of a fat cat just randomly popping up. And it'll always make me laugh just seeing the dude. The big man. Crazy Taxi is a great game. I don't even know why we picked it up. I remember where we got it. I got it when I was a kid, and it's still probably got the markings on it. We got it from a pawn shop that we used to go to in town. It doesn't exist anymore, as far as I'm aware. Not there, at least. ABG Buyers. That's where I got Animal Crossing. That's where I got a lot of my games, actually. It was from the pawn shop. Got them pretty cheap, too. Okay. We get the Ratchet ASMR. When do we get the Clank ASMR? It's a good one. I never actually played Ratchet and Clank. Little did you know. I didn't stick that back in. That's alright. Should be manageable. Whoever made these 3D printed inserts made it really tight. I don't think it needs to be that tight. I know the GameCube is technically a portable console, but it doesn't really move that much. In fact, I want that to be wiggly because I don't want that to be too tight. I'm going to try and maneuver these wires. Okay. Oh, I didn't even put this together. Oh, I didn't still even put the battery in there. So, should be like this? No. Yeah, like this. Did we ever? I don't feel like doing it anymore. I was gonna say we could swap the light, but I'm good. Personally, I'm good. Yes, the disk drive will still work. Oh, I have it the other way. Disk drive will still work. It is a Japanese GameCube though, so if you do buy this, the caveat is if you're going to use your disc, because the way you back up your games is through the disk drive on here. But if you're going to just play directly off of discs, you have to go through the menus of the mod to set it up. You can't just let it load. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter. It should go to the mod menus no matter what. Okay, I'm gonna tuck these wires back here. There we go. Okay. I think we're good to just put the top on. Oh, we need to put the back on. Now we should be good. Let's put this top on. Then we can flip it over. Swap the bit. Ooh. There's some black plastic flying off the screws. There we go. Just gonna get some of these started. There we go. And last one. Only thing that I don't like about these shells is I don't think that they make these shells for the Game Boy player. So it's not going to match your Game Boy player color. Unless you want that, that's fine. It's not a big deal for me because mine's black and I think it would go well with the clear. But there needs to be some matching ones here. And actually, while we're flipped over here, this side faces the inside. Probably should put the actual SD card in there, huh? Drop that in there. Oh my gosh. Alright, home stretch here. One more thing we gotta put on. There we go. It's official. I'm gonna go grab a controller, and I'll show you how to boot into the game. I'll get a disc to show you after we play a little bit of Crazy Taxi, and yeah, I'll get that going here. Oh, talk amongst yourselves. Smooth. And proof here. This is this also from AVG? No, I think this is from GameStop or Game Crazy. Yeah, I think this is from Game Crazy. Another great shop back in the day. But real disc with the barcode that I left on it. I don't know if I'll ever remove that. That's history. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I just forgot, and I got lucky. Well, assuming I didn't break it here. Always put your tops on with the lid open. If I didn't get lucky, then we will be installing VGR's mod today. But, okay, I need to also grab power cables. And plug this in. Your modded GameCube will come with a third-party power adapter that is a little tight to plug in. And if you so choose, it will also come with a Bitfunks HDMI adapter. It is more expensive. It does not come included. It is an optional add-on for, I believe, $60 more. And I say it's worth every penny because I believe I don't think anybody sells it cheaper retail-wise. So, not even on Bitfunks' own website. I think I still sell it cheaper than them. But yeah. So, there's that. I need to plug this in though. So let's swap over to my face cam. How you guys doing? Ah, that's hot. And then we can bring this around town. Plug this in. Beautiful. It also, the HDMI adapter comes with an HDMI cable. The GameCube, if you don't buy, whether or not you buy the additional HDMI adapter, which is an upscaler, I don't know if I said that, it comes with AV cables. So you have everything you need except for a controller and games to get started. Swap over the games here and let's go. Let's go. See, 22 degrees Celsius. But this will be what you see for the most part. But what you won't see is any games once you get in here. This is what I put into my thing. But, so to back out of menus, to back out of folders, you hit the dots. If you hit B, it's going to put it down to the menu down here where you can select different things like settings. You can mess with a bunch of different settings. I don't know what the I does. Just gives you the current information of this. Cool. I don't know what that means. Oh, helps you swap back to the other side, but you can just press B to swap back. That exits the mod and goes straight to regular GameCube boot. But if you want to play any region-free game, which will be, in this case, this is Japanese GameCube, you'll have to do this for an American or European game. Hit the eject button and hit the DVD. Then you have any disc you can use, any sort of disc you want, and boom, there it is, Super Monkey Ball. We can open that up and it'll load. Yeah, I don't have a memory card in here, but does the HDMI adapter have input lag? I have not noticed any input lag, and when I'm extremely competitive with Super Mario Strikers, I would notice it. Normally, I don't notice lag in most games, unless it's like severe, obviously. But the lag that I'm going to see in this game is because of my capture card. Just want to make that clear. I guess we'll play a little bit. We'll do beginner monkey ball instead of crazy taxi. I do want to do crazy taxi. Maybe we'll do it. It's a long stream, anyways. But, and I don't know. Oh gosh, I cannot do it with the lag from the capture card. Wow. Capture card is bad lag. I promise it's just the capture card. Okay, let's see if I can do. Oh my gosh. Focusing up. I did it. I'm like thinking a full step or a full second ahead, pulling back really early kind of thing. This will be fun to do with lag. But oh gosh, I use this HDMI upscaler. I use this HDMI scaler on my own setup, and I love it. I would not sell anything that I don't think is high quality. So, and it will. I don't offer it as like a standalone thing. I might later, because I don't know if I'll do any more modded GameCubes after I'm done with these. Because it's been kind of a pain. I don't know. Wow, the lag is bad. Okay. Yeah. My goodness. There we go. Normally I can do that in like 25 seconds. I'm going to reset here. Does that take me back to Monkey Ball or does that take me back to the menu? It takes me back to the real GameCube menu. So we're going to power it off and power it back on. I think I did it too quickly. Didn't know what to do there. There we go. But to go back from the DVD, you just go back to that little eject in the bottom left. And then you can go. I don't know what happens when you click on that. But SD card will bring you to this. If you go to the apps folder, you can use clean rip to rip your games legally. And then I put all the games in the game folder. When you rip them, I believe they're just going to go to the root. So you'd have to plug it back into the computer to do all that. But I have it set up so you don't have to use a computer to rip any of your games. So that is one bonus. But it's still nice to have a computer to do all this stuff. And I don't think you guys are actually getting any sound right now. If you are, we're going to stop playing Crazy Taxi. Yeah, I know. The only sound you're hearing is from my microphone and the music of the stream. But this has copyrighted music in it. That's why I said that. But yes, there is no input lag on the HDMI adapter. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm pressing A to go. That's not go button. How many times have I played this? I will say it is significantly less fun when you don't hear the sound. The music in this game is so good. Oh, thank you for moving. I don't have any strats for this game. I just like to go fast and get close to the cars so I can get more monies. Hit the jumps. Go fast. Oh man. Okay. Who's next? Who wants it? Pizza Hut. A lot of product placement going on in these. In the GameCube era, there's a lot of product placement. Yeah, I still feel it a little bit, but the input lag is not as bad on this game. Super Monkey Ball, you have to be pretty precise. Pretty precise. Oh, and I hit the building. So I missed it. I missed that one too. Whoa, what the? This game is also super glitchy. Like that. Why am I stuck on the sidewalk? And why did I get 180'd by a car? What does the hot dog man want? He wants to go to church? Oh, it's a reverend. I thought I hung out somewhere else. I don't know. Oh, don't read chat. Don't read chat and drive, people. You're gonna crash into a tree. A really thin tree that is super strong. Oh, I missed the jump. Doesn't really matter though. Wow. I'm a menace. Oh gosh. Get out of the way. Hey Jake, have you had any issues with the touch sensor on the Funny Playing? Yes. Yes. In humid weather, it's not something I've ever experienced. It's just yes, 1,000 times yes. Always having issues with the I'm not gonna make it there in time. I don't even know how much time's left, but it's in the red. Yeah, okay. Touch sensors are just bad. I will shout it from the rooftops. Touch sensors from anybody are terrible. But yeah, that is the modded GameCube. It works well. I'm gonna say it a million times a stream, but the input lag that I'm hooting and hollering about is not from the adapter. It's from the this crappy. Trying to show it on camera. From this garbage right here. So this thing sucks. Don't buy the Cam Nova. It was literally a $20 capture card. So, but if you want this GameCube, HDMI adapter or not, I'm gonna list it for sale right now. I don't know if it's gonna. Probably not. I need to. Properties. Since I unplugged it. Oh, I'm in the wrong section. Hold on. We'll bring it back here. Just a second. Oh, wait, what? Now I'm upside down. Okay, well, I guess we won't be seeing the camera. Oh, it's dead. The camera died. That's why. Well, anyways, I guess we can just watch my face for the rest of the stream, because all I'm going to do is take everything out. Guess I'll leave the peel on for now. Unplug that, and I don't know where I put my game case. Oh, there it is. All right, if you want this, I'm going to list it now. RetroRemaster.com, top link in the description. Go to products here. You can probably click on the purple one. So I'm just going to delete all those pictures. You can just refresh the purple listing. Not the best picture, but it's kind of hard to get a decent picture of the GameCube in this area. You can just call it clear. I think the rest of the title still stands. Yep. Alright. Oh. And it is live. Wait, product media couldn't be edited. Should be live. Yeah. It's live right now. If you want it, go grab it. Whew. 2-hour stream. You think this will sell within a minute? Where can I go to get a custom wavebird like that? I just swapped the buttons on this. It's not anything too special. But I just got the buttons and sticks from Zed Labs. The only thing that sucks is I don't know of any Z buttons that are actually decent. And you were correct. Leandre? I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much. I'm going to guess that you use PayPal. Oh, no, I just got a tweet at the same time. I get a bunch of notifications from PayPal when someone pays with PayPal. But thank you very much. Hopefully get this shipped out probably tomorrow before I leave for Barbenheimer. But I know I'll at least I've got a lot of orders that I need to get ready tonight. So I'll probably get it ready tonight. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for showing up. Thank you to... Ooh, I apologize. Who was it? Oh, that's you. Eldred Jonas. Thank you. I will get this out soon. Yum Yum Game. I love the name. Thank you for the super chat earlier. And thank you to everybody for showing up. I cannot change it so it on the stuff. I can't really change that on the stream. That is just part of it. But I apologize. The good thing is no one can find you from just first name. So anyways, thank you all for showing up. How many times can I repeat myself this stream? I'm gonna end it here. So doing orders is a real job. Dude, packing orders sucks. It's the least fun part of it. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I've got a lot of work to do. No video on Friday, so I will not see you guys again until Monday. So I will see you guys for whatever we do on stream. I don't know yet. Well, I guess I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, later, guys. I don't know. What a way to end it.